EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. Wide open.
Two in a throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing to start here is Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Ready.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. First carry for James Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray giving to Conner on the option. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Conner. Takes it to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. The first carry now. This is Williams. Room here to run. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Here's Conner on the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Murray now on 1st down. And this will be swung out here for Conner. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
he flips his forward on a jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On 2nd and 2, Murray. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Connor. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal. Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Murray going to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown. And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw. And the perfect way to cap the opening drive. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive. Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion. And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Again, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
There he goes left side, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Washington now brings this out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Washington now brings this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Quick slant to Hamler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only about 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. K.J. Hamler, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut the lead back down to 2. Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, here's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. interception. Here's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
That's into the hands of Crochet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, Gordon once more.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
There's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That one complete to Prochet. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James Prochet, 77 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Wilson. And going right back to Hamler. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whoever the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Quick slant to Hamler. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Wilson going to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
James Prochet,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Jackson to throw.
It's caught at the 1, and they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Oh, Wilson going to throw out to his left.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Jerry Judy.
46 yards.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Jackson.
And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Throwing, Jackson.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Whereas most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play fake. Cousins. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Cousins on first down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Cousins throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Tannehill going to hand it Henry on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seam.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are back within a score. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
Tannehill looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. For man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to punch it in with Henry.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On 2nd and goal. Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown from a yard out. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Cousins again. To Jefferson on the slant. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Joseph is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill.
Going across the field, he finds Phillips. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action now, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can give those linebackers a freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Cousins now to throw on first down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to to throw, Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go down at the 26, farming a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Tannehill on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Titans.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans' 38-yard line.
From the 38, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. To throw, Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Tannehill to throw.
Got his man, it's Woods.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Throwing Tannehill.
Right side complete. That's Woods.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Tannehill.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One last throw here for Tannehill. It's caught by Hooper.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Today, we're set for a good AFC. NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Nashville.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
It's a room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tannehill.
Check down here for Henry.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field. Things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
On first down, Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Touchdown! Robert Woods on the receiving end of that toss from Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now it's Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. It's a screen play here for Carter. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On 3rd and goal, Wilson forced out to his left. That is caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Wilson on the keeper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score.
Come on, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they block well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Second down and a run by Robinson.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive... That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 33 yards.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action, Tannehill.
That one caught downfield. It's Hooper.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper as the first half is winding down.
And the Titans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tannehill going to throw for it. And he won't be able to get the throw off. He's sacked. And you have to wonder why they went for it there. It remains a tie game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
The final shot before break. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Henry again on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. On second down, here's Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. On 4th down, Tannehill.
Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At about the 32. Here's Wilson to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Robinson on a give right side. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gun check time on both sides. To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Bawden, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Akine here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 22-yard line.
From the 22, Tannehill escaping the pressure right.
And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's the option play now to the left. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
But tell the statistician to add another one to their impressive total today. Great week for the defensive front. A tough one for that offensive line. Quarterback getting right back behind that line, hoping for more time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And brought in downfield by Burks. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Again, it's Robinson. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.